Hi, my name is Kerry and I'm the politics teacher and course manager here at Richard Huish College. What a turbulent time we've had over the last few years. Brexit, COVID lockdowns and the cost of living crisis. Have you ever wondered how the decisions that impact our everyday lives are made? Politics is everywhere and studying at A-level allows you to better interpret, evaluate and comment on events that shape the world we live in today. Throughout the course, you will develop your understanding of the structures of authority and power while gaining an insight into the politics of both the UK and the USA.
I chose politics because I've always been interested in how the world works and current affairs. I think it's a very interesting topic.
For me, I love politics because we're kind of learning about things that are happening at the time, which makes it much more relevant to our lives, and also kind of why and how our country is governed. It makes me very much more informed about what's going on and why it's happening.
We start with the politics of the UK, examining how ordinary people can and do participate in politics, through voting in elections and referendums, maybe joining a political party, pressure group or social movement. Then, we learn about how government works, the rules as well as the division of power between Parliament, the Prime Minister and Cabinet and the judiciary. At the end of the first year, we move on to look at the government and politics of the USA. We compare the systems to analyse the similarities and, perhaps more importantly, discover what makes us different. Finally, we look at the big ideas that underpin political opinion: liberalism, conservatism and socialism.
The various class discussions and debates we do help develop your confidence. I think that's a very important asset to have in life, essentially, confidence.
And it also helps you get different perspective and what other people think to sort of widen your kind of knowledge of the subject, and also it just brings in different opinions.
In a typical lesson, we will recap on past learning, maybe with a fun quiz or game and bingo. We will discuss and debate new content, perhaps with some video clips of some recent examples, before applying that knowledge to practice exam-style questions.
So we do a lot of Kahoots, which kind of gets everyone going, and then we have some debates, which are very divided, I'd say.
It gets you to engage with the course, rather than just watch someone lecture you about a subject. You're actually thinking about it yourself.
If you're someone who enjoyed the longer style of writing in English or history at GCSE, then politics will suit you. Equally, there are lots of facts and figures which we use to illustrate our answers, so if you love learning stats, then you'll feel at home too. There is a mixture of short, source-based and essay questions. The course is 100% exam-based with 3 two-hour exams at the end of 2 years. To bring the course alive, I like to take students to visit the Houses of Parliament, and every other year we take a trip to New York and Washington DC to help us better understand how politics is done in the USA.
Well, there is a trip to the United States for next year, and we'll be going to New York City and Washington DC. We'll be seeing the Congress of the United States. Well, I think it's a trip of a lifetime, to be honest.
We also have a lot of visiting speakers, and politics students often like to get involved in our student-led debating society. So where can an A-level in politics take you? Politics students often go on to study courses in politics, international relations, law or other social sciences at university. It can also lead to many interesting careers, for example, in the civil service, journalism and of course politics. The truth is that A-level politics allows you to develop a range of transferable analytical, evaluative and communication skills that are valuable for a whole range of careers. One common misconception that potential students often have is that you have to know a lot about politics before you start. This is simply not true. Politics is not commonly taken at GCSE, so I assume no prior knowledge. But if you have an interest in what is going on in the world and a desire to learn more, then Politics A-level could be for you.
I'm so sort of engaged in current affairs and everything like that, that politics kind of perpetuates my love for that.
Yeah, I think she's a great teacher and offers support when you need it. I'm very happy I chose politics as well.
What I love most about teaching politics is that it is a dynamic subject that is constantly changing, and there is always something new to talk about at the beginning of each of the lessons.
I think you should choose politics if you're very interested in current affairs and how the world works, and want to gain a better understanding of the various systems that govern us.
I think it's really important to learn politics because I just feel like it's really relevant for our current day, and you can incorporate all of what's going on in the world in what you're learning, and I think that's really interesting.
Thanks for listening. I hope I have inspired you to study politics, and I hope to meet you soon.